Well, 2021 is on track to break the record for the number of data breaches. That's according to the Identity Theft Resource Center. Staff with the nonprofit say there were nearly 1,300 reported breaches at the end of September. That's more than all of 2020 when there were about 1,100. And experts say there likely will be more this holiday season.
The KVUE defenders looked into some of the most damaging scams happening right now. Here's investigative reporter Jenny Lee.
Nearly half of all Americans, 47%, took a financial hit because of identity theft last year. It cost consumers $712.4 billion, according to an identity fraud prevention report. And as the holiday season approaches, experts predict even more losses, around $721.3 billion by the end of this year. To make sure you don't become a victim, we found a few of the most damaging fraud schemes people are falling for right now. The first one, fake retail sites. This scam couldn't come at a worse time.
It is the perfect storm, right? We have the holiday season coming up. People want to buy presents for their children, and we have huge supply chain issues all across the country.
Haywood Talcove is a fraud prevention specialist and the CEO of LexisNexis Risk Solutions. That perfect storm is driving people to search for hard-to-find items online when Amazon or big box stores sell out. He says fraudsters have gone to great lengths to create real-looking e-commerce sites just to steal your credit or debit card information.
We are seeing over a 2,000% increase in these fake website scams driven by the holiday season.
Talcove says it's best to stick to stores you know. And if that website doesn't take credit cards, that's a huge red flag. Now, the second scam is on the rise and came about because of the pandemic. Frauds based on fake orders for lab work and medical tests.
So here's how the scheme works, and it's really simple and it's really hard to stop. So what the criminals are doing is they're stealing your PII, your personally identifiable information, and they're also stealing your healthcare information.
Talcove says this happens when unauthorized people get a hold of your information from your doctor's office. He says he's seen instances where cleaning crews that work at night make copies of all that paperwork you fill out. Now the crooks use that information, make fake appointments, and steal money from Medicare, Medicaid, and private insurers. Talcove says consumers should call the insurance providers immediately and let them know you've been a victim of a scam. He also recommends calling the police department to file a police report and to notify the Federal Trade Commission. 14 million Americans have fallen for this next scam, scam number 3, fake job postings. The point here is to steal your unemployment benefits.
You're going to get a call back a couple days later and say, congratulations, you got the job. This is fantastic. We're really excited to have you start. But before we do, we need to validate your information. We need to make sure your paperwork's all in order. So please send us a copy of the following: your driver's license, your passport, your name, your social security number, your date of birth, and some of them are even brazen enough to ask for a credit card.
Talcove says never apply for a job where the website domain doesn't match the company's. He says you should also call the company's general number and ask to be transferred to the person who interviewed you. And lastly, Talcove says never give personal information over the phone. If the employer is real, you do that in person at the company office. For more scams, search for this story on KVUE.com. For the KVUE Defenders, I'm Jenny Lee.